always hard to tell the parents, especially if the parents are Asian. Every time I go out, my lips, they swell up like Angelina Jolie. Hola amigos, and welcome to today's mukbang. For today's mukbang, I'm totally like drowning in bread. Because today we have, I want to say pastries, but it's not really pastries. It's more like Filipino bread, but it's kind of pastries because it's sweet, so I don't know what to call it. But anyways, we have a ton of Filipino pastries from our local bakery. La, 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 la. Okay. And oh my god, I think something's biting me. Something is biting me, stupid insecto. Ano ba naman? From the top, ensaymada. And this ensaymada, it's really sweet, and it has, I think it's margarine that's in it, so it's usually vegetable margarine, so let's hope it is. And then we have pan de coco, which is my #1 all-time favorite because inside of it there's coconut. Pan de coco means coconut bread. And then we have I wish I had the pan de España because those are my favorite too, but they didn't have it. Then we have regular pan de sal, which is just like Filipino bread. And then over here, I'm not going to eat it, I just put it there. It's egg pie, so I just bought that for Tita Ging. And then I think I have like 10 pan de coco or something in here. Then I have pineapple jam from my aunt Tita G. She made it. Then we have blueberry jam, strawberry jam, and then we have another jam my aunt Tita G made. I wish I could shout them out, their company, but I don't think I'm allowed, so I'm not going to do it. But they have the best jam, guys, so I'm going to eat those with the pandesal because the pandesal don't really have anything in them. So let's get started. I'm so excited, you guys. I haven't been outside for the past 4 days, and I just went out for the first time in I feel like a century, and I'm so excited. Oh my god. Oh my god. These are freshly baked, guys. Oh my god. Oh, guys, I've wanted to do these mukbangs for so long. I made a mukbang with Filipino treats, I think 2 years ago in Manila. But right now we're on an island, and these are way more like authentic, I feel like. The only thing is, they're super small. Usually pan de coco is way bigger than this, and pan de coco I used to buy were so fatty. These ones I feel like are low fat version. Today's shout out goes to Richelle Win. She even wrote how to pronounce her name. It's Richelle. So shout out to you, girl. I know I've said it so many times that I'm going to give you a shout out and then I never give you a shout out. And it's not because I don't give you guys a shout out. When you give me a shout out request, I will give you a shout out, but I put it in a list and I go by order who came first, so it's first serve. First come, first serve. But shout out to you, Richelle. If you guys want a shout out, subscribe and tell me down below and I'll give you a shout out. The pan de coco, it's making me crazy. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god, how am I even going to speak? There was a lightning storm the other day. A storm? No. There was a lightning storm the other day, guys. And it was so scary. Like, it was like bam, bam, bam. It was so scary. Like, I felt it was going to hit the house. I've never heard that loud of lightning bolts. And apparently, during that night, it hit an island. I think it was Daco Island or Guyam Island. I don't remember. Just an island. Oh no, it was at Naked Island here in Siargao. And it apparently killed like 5-6 people or something like that. The lightning hit them. They were tourists and they had this, you know, those huge selfie sticks, and they were taking like selfie, but there was a lightning storm. I don't get how because you can't go there on your own because it's an island, you know, away from this island. And that island is kind of like hidden. It's called Naked Island for a reason, because the island, it's basically naked. It's only like a sandbank, and it pops up when it's low tide, and then it disappears during high tide. And so they were there during low tide, but I really feel like the, what do you call it, the driver or the tourist guide, whatever you call him, he should have said no, because when there's a lightning storm, guys, you should not be in open water. That's the biggest no-no. And also, don't hold on to any metal objects. So they did two things. They were on an island in the middle of the ocean and had a huge selfie stick. That selfie stick, guys, it's metal, and it's basically telling the lightning, come and hit me. So I don't know, I feel so, I don't know, I'm just so, it's so sad that they had to die for that, because that could have been prevented by not going there. It's not worth it. So if there's ever a lightning storm, guys, do not go to the water. Don't go swimming. Do not hold on to any selfie sticks. Because, you know, guys, in movies where the lightning bolt hits the antenna on top of your house, I mean, that's basically a selfie stick. It's a metal long pole thingy. So that's scary. That was so scary. When I heard that, I was like, oh my god. We were just there like 2 years ago. Okay, not just there, but we are so close to that place, guys. Okay, so I have moving on. So I have no, but honestly, rest in peace to those people. I feel so bad for their families, because you know, those kind of deaths where it could have been prevented, those are probably the most painful deaths for the family, because then you could have been, I mean, you will feel so much guilt after that, I feel like. Oh. That was with the jackfruit. Holy. Oh. I bought that pie, this one, because I thought it was just like regular pie. I asked the girl what kind of pie it was, and she said egg pie, so I was like, no. Because I'm gone for so long, like, I only upload once a week, I feel like I have to tell you guys so much, and I'm like, I've been on Reddit a lot lately, because Stephanie Sue, she always mentions him, the website, because she gets lots of her stories from there. Because I mean, people post so much on Reddit. I had no idea. It's basically like a news website almost, because you will see all of the big news there, the interesting news, and people talk about it a lot and discuss about it. And what I do on there is I post my drawings, because I want to get feedback from people for my drawings. I decided I would post on Reddit so I could get unbiased. This is a strawberry. I wanted to get unbiased opinions, or I guess criticism on my drawings, because when I post them on Instagram, obviously people who see them are people who support me or my family, so they might be extra nice to me, but on Reddit they don't know me. So I would get more like real criticism. That's good with the strawberry. Yes. Like, I had to hurry to make this video because I went out. I was going to buy water, and when I buy water, guys, I have to buy those big 10 liters of water, and I have to carry that all the way home on my bike. I don't really carry it, but it's still hard to carry that because it's quite heavy. And I was going to buy 20 liters today, because you can't drink faucet water here, guys, like the sink water, whatever you call it. Don't drink that. It's not clean at all. So I always buy those bottled waters, which I guess is not good for the environment, but there's nothing I can do as of right now. And so I went there to buy, and they ran out of water, and that's like my biggest fear. We still have 20 liters of water downstairs, so we will be okay for maybe the next 2 days or so. But that scares me when they ran out of water. I feel like I'm in a zombie apocalypse. I get so scared. And we usually have at least 40 liters of water, but because I haven't gone out, I wasn't able to buy it. I really want to just go out like twice a week or something, because I have to study a lot. And I could go out like I used to. I used to go out every other day. It was way too much, and I feel like it's harder to budget money that way. To grocery every other day, it's best to just grocery like twice a week, because I don't know, I feel like it's more budget friendly. And also when I go to the farmer's market, the more I buy, I feel like it's cheaper. I don't know if that makes sense, but okay. I haven't been out, and also I wanted to heal up my lips, because my lips, guys, as I said in my last video, I don't think you can see it, but my lips have been really swollen. Every time I go out, they swell up, and they get like blisters, and okay, that's not good for the food. That's not very appetizing, but they have been like really sore and painful, and ooh, I have not been very happy with my lips. And it's every time I go out, so I think it's because of the sun. And also when I get stressed out, they swell up. And so I want to like go and buy sunscreen for my lips, because I think it's because of the sun. And then also like something for the blisters. They have completely healed because I've been home for the past 4 days. So I've proven that it's because of the sun, or the wind, or something. I don't know. I sound crazy, but the wind here, guys, it's filled with salt water, so it's really drying for my skin, for anyone's skin, but my skin is so sensitive, it's so annoying. And then I can't find any sunscreen here, and so I mean, I could have my aunt send me some, but it's like, it's so complicated, because for somebody else to send stuff here, it's going to cost too much, and I can't do that. So my only choice is to go to the doctor. So I might go there today. And I hate going to the doctors, guys. And also, it's completely healed. Every time, with the other day, I was going to go to the doctor for my lips, so I could get some sort of ointment for it or something. I don't know what's wrong with them, but then I don't know, I hate going to the doctors. And then every time I go, because it's 30 minutes away, guys, I have to go all the way to Dapa, and it's so far away. I don't know, I'm scared. Because going to the doctors, like sometimes you're just going there because you feel like it's just a tiny thing, and then it ends up being like the biggest disease ever. You know, that's always scary. And then also sometimes you go and you think it's like you're going to die or something, and then they tell you, no, you're going to be totally fine. And so I always feel like it's like the unknown going to the doctor. You don't know what you will get. And so, and also because it's healed, I'm like, they won't be able to see anything right now, so I would have to go out more and let my lips like swell up like Angelina Jolie, and then I have to go back to them again. So I don't know. I'm thinking of going to them and then just asking if they have ointment, and maybe they don't have to check me out, you know. I don't know, I get so freaked out by going to the doctors. I haven't tried the blueberry. Just like many other people before college, you know, when it's time to pick your major and stuff like that, I feel like, oh no, this is pan de coco. This is not pan de sal. I don't want blueberry on my pan de coco. You know, when it's time for you to choose a major, most teens, or I guess for me, adult, are scared to tell their family like, yeah, I want to be a musician. Because their family usually, not always, usually gets really scared, and they're like, uh-oh, no, you're not going to survive in that major. When you get a job, you're not going to get a job because you won't, it's not possible. And so for kids who are going to choose an artistic lane, it's always hard to tell the parents, especially if the parents are Asian. So, but for my family, I've always wanted to go into multimedia and you know, anything with media. But sometimes they do doubt it, like they are like a bit like, oh my god, what if my daughter, niece, or whatever I am to them, she won't succeed, or what if she won't get a job? Even it's not because they don't believe in me, but it's more like they're scared. It's not a bad thing, but because they're older, obviously back in their time, there were no social media, and there was maybe even no internet. Yeah, there was no internet back then. There was barely internet back when I was a kid, so they definitely did not have internet. So they're a bit scared of that, you know. But I read this quote by Albert Einstein, and I'm going to read it because I don't want to make a mistake, and I really love this quote. He said, "Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it's stupid." So, I mean, that's one thing I really connect to that quote. You can interpret that quote into whatever you want, but to me, I mean, it sounds like you really cannot pick a major. If you're going to connect that to a major, you shouldn't pick a major that you're not good in. Like, obviously you go to college to learn, so you can't be like the best at it in the beginning, but it should be something you're a little bit good at first. I mean, like for me, if I go into medical school, guys, I'm going to fail so fast. Like, it's going to be day one, and they're going to talk to me about about the bone structure and everything like that, and I'm going to be like, what the heck? I won't understand a thing because it's not my thing, and I hate looking at blood. I hate I'm fine with my own blood, but other people's blood, I might pass out. So I cannot do that, and I cannot watch people die all the time, and no. So because I'm saying medical because usually Asian parents want you to go into medical school, you know. I'm sorry, but I cannot do that. So that is why I feel like you should pick a major that you think you will succeed in. Don't just pick a major because you think, yeah, we'll get a job in that. Because it's like the same thing for me. If I go into law school, medical school, or stuff like that, number one, I won't even be able to get in. But let's say there's a miracle and I get in, or maybe I pay for it like Olivia did. No, I'm sorry. That joke is way too old now. But okay, you know, there are those stereotypical jobs that your Asian parents want you to get, like become an engineer or something like that. You know. So no. With multimedia, at least I know that I can do it. I just need to learn more about it. That's why I'm going to college, you know. Obviously, I can't just become an engineer, become a videographer or video editor or photographer or whatever right now. I mean, I could, but I wouldn't be that good at it, you know. I mean, I could be good, but I wouldn't be a professional at it. So, or unless you have this spectacular talent. I mean, some people don't have to go to college because they're just too talented for college. I'm not. So I need that extra oomph. And I feel like I have a chance. Like, multimedia, it's such a broad range of, I mean, I could get so many jobs with it, like videographer, editor, photo editor, video editor, photographer, video editor, web designer. Even you could even become like a web coding, what do you call it, the people who make codes. I was not good at coding when I went to graphic design school. I was so bad at it, but I could do it. I mean, at least with multimedia, I know I will do 100%, and I know I will do everything I can to get it. Technology is the only thing, guys, that I've been good at since I was like 1 year old. Because I remember I don't remember, but my mom told me that when I was 3 years old, I was able to fix the vacuum cleaner. I don't know how I did it, but I pressed on some buttons and it worked. And then many times my family members goes to me whenever something's wrong with their technology or whenever something is broken. It's not because I'm a millennial, because guys, there's a lot of millennials who are good with social media, but with technology it's a different thing. Like social media is one thing, okay, technology is another thing, when like how to operate computers and stuff like that. That's the only thing in life where I'm confident in. Like, I'm not a confident person, guys, not at all. So because I'm confident in tech, that's why I feel like I should go into tech. And that's my rant. It's not really a rant, but I feel like I'm so lucky though, because my mom supports me, even though she has sometimes kind of doubted it a little bit, because obviously she wants me to be able to get a job once I graduate. I feel like it's such a waste of money to go to college, because we did talk about going to nursing, guys. I know I did think about it for half a second, because I was like, maybe I could do it. And when you become a nurse, you don't have to work with the patients. You could be the one behind the screen, you know, typing away. So I could be one of those nurses. You don't actually have to, because we have family members who are nurses and they don't have to see the patients anymore. I could be one of those, because you still have to be a nurse to be able to type everything and stuff like that. I don't know what they do, but yeah, it would be such a miserable life. You only live once. YOLO. No, but you really only do live once. And it's, I mean, no matter if you think, if you believe in heaven, or if you believe in that there's nothing after death, even no matter what you believe, it would be horrible if you lived a life doing a job that you hated. Oh my god, I can't imagine. Even let's say there's a heaven and I go to heaven and I'm like, oh, I had an okay life. I mean, wouldn't that be horrible? And then you talk to your relatives who are dead too, and they're like, so how was your life? And I'm like, it was okay. I mean, I became a nurse. I had a good payment. I had good pay, and you know. But what kind of life is that? And when I have kids, I don't want to tell them like, don't live out your dreams, because obviously, guys, do not, like, I would say, think obviously very hard before you try to reach your dreams. Because obviously, let's say for me, if my dream was to become a singer and I don't even have a talent in singing, then maybe don't do that, because you really need a little bit of talent before you can, because I would not be able to succeed as a singer, because I'm not good at singing. If I'm super passionate about music but I'm not good at it, but I'm just super passionate, then maybe that means you should have it as a hobby, you know. You can still do it because it makes you happy, but don't do it as a profession. I hope you guys enjoyed today's mukbang. Please go down below and subscribe to this channel, AriaVille, and turn on the post notifications so you know when I upload a new video. And check out Pan de Coco whenever you're in the Philippines, because it's everything. Thanks for watching, guys. Gracias por ver, and I'll see you next week. Adios, amigos. Woo!